All right, and we are live here once again. Yep, sounds good. I just came into the studio here today because I felt it was, well, let me step back because we're in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I've got a half a dozen people lined up or so for the next guests for different topics. Um, I didn't want to do that between the Christmas and Thanksgiving Day times or week. So I decided I'm going to do some thoughts for the day, thoughts from different things. The bottom line is the world needs a strong America. I think that's never more evident than now. And not because of the wars and this and that, but I remember Kamala Harris said that the leaders around the world think that Trump is a joke. It was in the debate, and probably 100 times since then. But it was interesting to me to watch the reactions of the leaders, including leaders of corporate America, very at one time woke companies, but now more seeing where the wind is blowing and backing in different ways, supporting, coming to visit, and being invited out to France for the Notre Dame opening. This is what tells people that that this is going to be a different time. The time during the first inauguration was successful, but it was like running through mud. There was left and right blocks all over the place. I voted on a split ticket this election because I only have one horse in the race, and that's the middle class, the great middle class of America and by extension the world. So what I'm really concerned about, I have a note here. Kamala calls him a joke, and the rest of the world calls him a savior. Like I said, I don't have a dog in this race, but I do have well, I do have one dog in the race, and it's the great middle class. This channel is all about diving into and providing suggestions and having an outlet to be able to communicate the growth and the success of the middle class. So the topics I want to go over, sorry about that. Topics I want to go over are this Utopia. And I'm going to do this in a series. This is a part 1, part 2, part 3 thing, depending on how quick we can get it out there and edited and so forth. But I want to go over the Utopia concept, and I want to go over how that Utopia, I believe, the first step of that is by the DOGE system, DOGE, and this could be the very first step for this Utopia coming about, because AI is coming. The speed at which things are moving is infinitely more and more and more and more building on top of each other. The problem, excuse me. The problem with that is if we aren't paying attention to the things out there, and the things that are happening within it should be a struggle, but there's something much more going on here. I'm really starting to believe that the people who had the elections in their favor, the people that are in office now, not all of them, but we all know this, there's some special ones out there that are, I believe there is a deep state now. I really do. I believe there is. I, I'm not a conspiracy theorist kind of person because I'm very, I'm curious. So, okay, they said that. So why did they say that? What was the meaning behind that? What's happening? So I wanted to, let me make sure my sound's good here. Testing, 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 1, 2, 3, testing. All right. I think that's good. I hope I got it on there. It looks like it's good. Anyway, the elected officials that are really, and this kind of goes into the Biden pardon or series of pardons that he's talking about. Why? I mean, a father to a son, I get all that, but with all Burisma and the Chinese and different things going on, with all of that happening, why is it that people are more not cautious? I don't know the Democrats are saying, hey, we had the moral high ground and now that's gone. But I really think that the Trump, I mean, I think it goes back to Obama, maybe even, well, you know what? I think what we have here is through Trump, we have another step of that perfection needed. Kennedy, I think, was the last great president. I think it, and I think that Donald Trump's presidency, this second time, if you look at all the people that are there and you look at all the things that are going on, that is Trump, I think, is going to end up being the second coming of the Kennedy, because Kennedy accomplished so much. I mean, we went into another world, another level in the world through Kennedy. Now he had some baggage. The whole family did or does. But what I'm curious about is the elected officials that are in the systems, been in the system forever. I wonder why they aren't communicating more. With that, I'll get back to you in a minute.